What is going on, guys? It is Betting in the House episode 3. And guys, college football week 2, and we had a great week of picks last week, guys. Currently, we are sitting right now at 13-5. 13 wins, 5 losses, guys. That is how you do it. That's a great start to the year. Awesome start. If LSU would have won last night, it would be 14-4. But 13-5 right now. We still have FSU versus Boston College tonight at Florida State -17. So hopefully they can win, cover that spread, and then we'll be 14-5. So, but for right now, 13-5, great start to the year. Regardless, win or lose, awesome start. So guys, we're gonna keep that rolling. College football week 2. Let's go ahead and get in these picks, guys. And I know I said I'm gonna do the top 25 games, but I'm gonna do a couple of these unranked teams, right? Well, first, guys, the spread kind of intrigues me a little bit. The spread was at 12.5. Now it's down to 11. First is at 13, actually. Now it's down to 11. BYU going to SMU. I feel like that's just too many points for a team for two teams that are like right here with each other, right? So I'm definitely gonna take BYU in the points with this game right here. I don't think SMU is 11 points better than them, right? So definitely gonna take BYU with the points. Then you got Duke going to Northwestern. This line opened up at Northwestern, favored by 3 points. Total set at 38.5. So it's looking to be a low-scoring game. And if it's going to be a low-scoring game, then why on earth would I take Northwestern? They are the home team, but I know what I'm getting out of Malik Murphy and the Duke Blue Devils, right? I like those guys a lot better than I do Northwestern. They beat Miami, Ohio by like 6 or 7 points. So, yeah, no, definitely give me Duke. Plus, you giving me points as well? Definitely gonna take Duke with the points. So, and then college game day is going to Ann Arbor, Michigan, with the University of Texas taking on Michigan in the Big House. Guys, Michigan did not look good last week, or Saturday, as you should say, against Fresno State. They beat them by a score of 30-10. Only beat them by 20 points. Just was not a really good outing by Michigan. It just Donovan Edwards looked decent. The defense is all right, but I mean playing against Fresno State, and the fact that they only beat them by 10 points, that's just 20 points. Yeah, not buying it at all. Texas is a 7-point favorite. The total set at 44.5. Texas looked great against Colorado State. And yeah, it's a no-brainer. Give me Texas with the 7, minus the 7 points. Because, guys, this spread was at 4. Then went to 3.5. Then went back to 4. Now, after the game, it went to 6. Now, it's at 7. Yeah, so definitely going to be laying the points to Texas here, guys. This game won't be close, especially after what we've seen, right, with Michigan and Fresno State. So, yeah, give me Texas laying the 7 points, guys. Now, Bowling Green is going to be going into Happy Valley to take on Penn State. Penn State's favored by 34.5. The total set at 49.5. Give me Penn State laying the 34.5 points. I know Bowling Green is 1-0, but Penn State showed what they can really do last week against West Virginia, so yeah, definitely give me Penn State laying at 34.5 points. Now we have the Arkansas Razorbacks going into Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State looked good in the last game against the Jackrabbits. It looked good. They was favored by 9.5 points, I believe, in that game, right? Or 10.5. One of those two. So now I was talking to my dad yesterday about this game. The spread was at like 9.5 points. Opened up at 8.5, went to 9.5. Then now it's down at 7.5 points. I was like, this is too many points, right? You're gonna give Arkansas a good SEC team 8.5, 9.5 points. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take it. So now the spread's at 7.5, but I believe Arkansas will win this game. Oklahoma State is good, but they're not 7.5 points better than Arkansas. SEC ball, yeah. I know it's in Oklahoma State, and the line's Oklahoma State 7.5. The total set 60.5 right now, but definitely give me the Razorbacks in this matchup. This is a no-brainer. Definitely gonna be taking the points to Arkansas plus 7.5. Then we have Kansas State going into Tulane. Kansas is a solid team, but so is Tulane. Kansas State's a 10-point favorite. The total is set at 49.5. And guys, I like the Green Wave in this matchup. They always play tough at home, and especially getting 10 points. I'll be taking the Green Wave with the 10 points, guys, plus 10. Next up, we have Northern Illinois going to Notre Dame. Notre Dame is favored by 28.5 points. The total is set at 45.5. And guys, Notre Dame beat up on Texas A&M last week. Tough, hard-fought game. But now they're going to have a good, long week to rest. And then they're having Northern Illinois in Notre Dame with that defense and Riley Leonard. Yeah, give me Notre Dame with a 28.5 points. Going to be laying those points down right there. They'll probably beat them by 30 points. I feel like they'll shut them down. So, yeah. Now, this is going to be a crazy game. You got Baylor going into Utah. Utah played phenomenal. Like, to my blowout city. Cam Rising threw for like 5 touchdowns. And now he's playing at home against a Baylor team that's not really that good. They have old Finney, quarterback for Baylor. Pretty solid dual threat quarterback. But not against his Utah defense, guys. Utah is a 14-point favorite. The total set at 53.5. I like Utah in the spot. All I have to do is get 2 touchdowns over a Baylor team that's not that good. I'll take it. Laying the 14 with Baylor. Now we have Iowa State going to Iowa. Now this spread is teetered back and forth. Iowa was favored by 2.5. Then they went to 3 for like the longest. Now it's back at 2.5. Guys, Iowa's going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. And they're going to run the ball. Maybe throw it a couple times. Right? But they love running that football. They're a good, solid team. Taking on the Cyclones in Iowa. So, they're favored by 2.5 points. The total set 35.5. Definitely lay the points to Iowa here, guys. Iowa's going to have a great game. And they're a much better team, in my opinion, than Iowa State. So, definitely laying the 2.5 points. Now we have South Florida going into Alabama. Alabama's favored by 31 points. They was favored by 31 points against Western Kentucky last week. And they blew the door hinges off of them. The total set at 63.5 points. Guys, this game won't be close. They played South Florida last year, and it was a close game at the start. But Alabama was all settled into the offense. Jeremiah, the receiver for Alabama, he's only like 17 years old. And some people are already saying that he's the best college football wide receiver. Best receiver in college football, that's what some people are saying. So, guys, definitely laid the points here with Alabama. Then we have Buffalo going into Missouri. Missouri is favored by 34 points. The total set at 51.5. Yeah, definitely give me Missouri here. They're playing on fire right now. They beat Murray State last week like it was nothing. Just, like a good spanking. Like it was bad, so definitely looked the same here. So definitely give me Missouri, laying the 34 points. And now we have one of my favorite teams in college football, and I love Kansas. Texas Longhorns, everybody knows will always be my team, but Kansas is super fun to watch. I like Jalen Daniels. I like their defense. I love Devin Neal. He's a good back. And I love this Kansas team as a whole because they're all set. They're ready to rock and roll going into Illinois. It's funny because last year I bet on Illinois to go in there and handle Kansas. Because last year they went to Kansas. I thought they was going to be able to get him pretty good, and that did not happen. Right? Because I didn't think Jason Daniels was going to be just that crazy and good, but nah, dude. He's the real deal. I like him. So definitely not going to be making that same mistake again. Kansas is a 6-point favorite with a total set at 55.5. Give me Kansas laying the 6 points, guys. I don't think this game will be that close. I feel like they'll beat them by 9, 10, 12 points. Probably close a little bit in the beginning, but towards the end, Illinois has nothing for Kansas at all. And guys, now this is another one of those unranked matchups, right? We got Virginia going into Wake Forest. Wake Forest is a 2.5-point favorite. Total set at 54.5. Both teams will want to know. What's week 2 college football? Crazy things happen. I'm going with the home team, guys. I'm going with the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest, guys. Laying the 2.5 points against Virginia. Let's get it. Now we have Western Michigan at Ohio State. Ohio State's favored by 38.5 points. The total set at 54.5. I don't doubt that Ohio State can beat them by 38.5 points. But the way that Ohio State played last week, I don't know if they'll be able to cover this spread. So I'm going to be leaning over on the total, over 54.5 points for this game. And then we have my bet of the week for this college football, week 2. Number 15, Tennessee, is going to take on number 24 ranked NC State. Tennessee's a 7.5-point favorite. Nico looked phenomenal. He looked great last Saturday. I'm talking about probably has the best fall and best throw in college football, yo. So I love Tennessee in the spot with the 7.5 points, my 7.5, and total set at 60.5. Yeah. I love Nico and Tennessee in the spot to cover the 7.5 points. So be looking for Tennessee in that game. NC State, not huge believers in those guys just yet. So I'm going to be laying the points of Tennessee. Now we have another unranked matchup, but we have the Colorado Buffs. All right, Air Buffaloes going into Nebraska to take on a lookalike Patrick Mahomes, because he was looking like him a little bit. Had the 15 arm sleeve, right? Everything on last week. Played a heck of a game against UTEP. Dylan Raiola played good, right? Nebraska is a 7-point favorite and a total of 57.5. But this is gonna be a closer game. They have home field advantage, and it's gonna be a nighttime game, so it's gonna be in Nebraska's favor. But I believe Shador and Travis Hunter and all those guys will be able to keep this game close. So I love Colorado +7 in the spot, guys. Houston going to take on Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 29.5-point favorite. The total set at 52.5. If they can beat Temple by 50 points, they can beat this 0-1 Houston team by 29.5 points. So laying the points here with Oklahoma, guys. Now Appalachian State going against Clemson. Yeah, Clemson got their butts handed to them last Saturday. So, and the favorite by 17. Kind of a similar thing with this Florida State. This is going to be a playing night. Florida State got beat, and they was favored by 17. Now, Clemson got beat. Now they're favored by 17. So, do I ride the 17 points? Or do I go with the Appalachian State? Give me Appalachian State +17. I'll definitely take the points. Appalachian State, they're a good team. They play well against good teams. So, give me Appalachian State. Now we have Boise State going into Oregon. Night game as well. Oregon's a 18.5-point favorite with a total set 61.5. That's a lot of points, guys. Man, that's a lot of points. Man, that's a lot of points. So, it could go over, it could go under. Not really sure on that game. And Oregon didn't really look as good as we thought they was going to be. So I feel like they're going to tune in some things, get some kinks out, and they'll be good to go this Saturday. So Definitely take Oregon right here, laying the 18.5 points. And now the last game of the week, Utah State is going to take on USC. Right, Moss looked great yesterday. He had a terrific game against the Tigers, right, in Vegas. So USC is a 28.5 point favorite with that total set at 63.5. Guys, that's a lot of points, and USC has really good defense. So definitely take USC minus 28.5 points. I feel like they'll be able to hand it to this Utah State team. And I like the going under the total, under 63.5 points as well. This USC defense is pretty top notch. So, guys, those are going to be my picks, right? Those are going to be my picks for this week 2 of college football. I'm super excited for it. I'm going to be down there in Vegas this weekend for it. College football in the NFL. So I'm excited. You know, it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And I'm ready. And hope y'all are ready too. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning into the show. Betting in the House episode 6. I appreciate you guys, man. We out.